Before I begin this lesson, I want to start off by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Chakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth. A sincere shalom to the hopeful electors out there listening, learning, and or teaching. Shalom. Okay, so I got another quick video for you. Today I wanted to I just saw this, so looks like the video was uploaded 27 minutes ago. Looks like it was fairly recent. This is on BitChute. This is from somebody's ex, is where he got it. Let's see if we can pull it up real quick, or if it won't let us. Just to see, real quick. Yeah, Nokia CEO, says that by 2030, smartphones will be directly underneath the skin in your bodies as 6G becomes more fully functional. This was the 16? Yeah, no, that was the 16. I wonder when this was. Let's look it up real quick. Nokia CEO. Yeah, this was this month. Nokia CEO Justin Hotard spoke at the World Economic Forum in Davos in January 2026. Yeah, focusing on the necessity of technology investment and the scale for Europe, as reported by CNBC. He emphasized 6G and AI partnerships, notes, Instagram. Previous CEO, yada, yada, yada. So this is very recent. Let's go ahead and play it. This is fair use for educational purposes only, fair use.
About 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
You see? Let's play it again.
About 6G earlier, which is around 2030. I would say that by then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.
Now you see? So it's all heading in that direction, man. Everybody's saying it. These high-level CEOs, the fucking, they're at the World Economic Forum, okay? And he's talking about 6G, which if we cross-reference that with, like it says here, the memorandum to accelerate 6G deployment, which, I brought this out in a previous video, and not too many people saw it for whatever reason. That's what YouTube says, because we believe that, a lot of the true views are being hidden. All right, there's probably hundreds of thousands of people watching, any particular brother's videos, man. All right, but like it says here, winning the 6G race. This was December 19, 2025. All right, Section 1 purpose. The next generation of mobile communication networks, 6G, will be foundational to the national security, foreign policy, and economic prosperity of the United States, right? These are just words they use, but if you read between the lines, okay, national security, like they always try to frame Jake as the face of crime, right? That's why they got ICE out here for national security, so-called, right? But really what they're doing is they're attacking Jake, all right? And you got foreign policy, right? That's those philosophies that America likes to spread worldwide. Alphabet philosophy, feminism, all that nonsense, right? Democracy, yada, 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 right? And economic prosperity of the United States, right? Because ultimately we know the chip is going to be implanted under the skin, and it's going to be the apparatus through which you're going to be paying, just like you pay at a store with your card. Instead of a card, it's going to be a chip. It says this technology will play a pivotal role in the development and adoption of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, right? It's all going to go together, right? Because they're not going to have humans run the beast system that or let me be more specific, the financial aspect of the chip. Okay, you're going to have AI running a lot of these systems, man. They talk about, having there's a movie coming out soon talking about an AI judge, right? Everything's AI. You call somewhere, you hear AI, right? You don't even have they don't even have the common decency to hire workers so you can talk to somebody about your problem. You got to talk about to an AI, you know, to get something fixed. You see, it's all heading there, man. You got AI everywhere. You got it on the phones. Now there's a lot of videos on YouTube, videos on any social media platform. It's all AI rubbish. You can't even tell what's real anymore. Okay, it all goes together. Robotics, right? They can have those robot soldiers, robot dogs, robots taking people's jobs, right? That goes together with that universal basic income that Elon Musk, he keeps talking about it. Universal high income, Elon Musk, which this guy is high up there. He's not an elite, but he's up there. Um, let's see. Right here, Musk predicts AI will create universal high income and make saving money unnecessary. Right? So they're pretending like they're going to give you people freedom and money. They're not going to give you anything, man. Okay? Because freedom and money means you're not going to work as much, which means you're not going to be able to do things for them. You exist for these people. You are their cattle, one way or another. And if they're not going to be using you for slave labor, they're going to be using you for something. And they're going to have you serving their purpose, living according to their wicked ways, man. Okay, so this world that's coming is a terrible world. And this is why we need Yahushai, man. Okay, there's always empty promises, man. They're not going to do anything good for you people. Okay, but he's letting you know that's the future, man. You will not be able to work. Therefore, you will be dependent on the system. And if you disobey, they're going to turn your chip off and you're not going to be able to buy and sell. You're going to be destroyed. You're going to die. Right? Let's get Revelation 13 and 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak. And how does it speak? Through these philosophies, man. The ways of America. Okay, you've got all type of things, man. Let me get some quick examples. Democracy, right? Feminism, alphabet, ideologies, right? These false religions, right? They say they want a one world religion, right? That's why they want everybody coming together. That's why, when we preach the truth here at Great Millstone, okay, everyone always wants to hate on the Hebrew Israelites, saying that we're full of hatred and anger, and that, everybody's supposed to love everybody, every race come together. Yeah, that's the NWO. That's the New World Order agenda. It's for all races and all peoples and all ideologies to come together under one banner, serving these devils at the top, these international banking families, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, DuPonts, Oppenheimers, right? All of them, okay? Some other philosophies, adultery, covetousness, right? That consumerism, buy, materialism, right? Murder, right? This abortion thing that they push on our women, right? All the things that America stands for, man. You could make a list 100 miles long, man. And we'll make a video that lasts forever. But you get the point, man. The ways of America. Okay, that's how it speaks. It says, in cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Right. Just like these dystopian movies. All right. If you speak against the ways of America, if you speak against this NWO that's coming, right? You speak against it, you go against it, you don't want to live according to this new system, it's going to cause you to get killed. because everything is going to be tracked with AI. You're going to have these social credit score systems built into the chip, all right? And even before the chip, you see this in China. They have social credit score, and they have Chinese that are living under bridges because they got kicked out of society, man. All right, and so this is what's being prepared for the future. Okay, this is what's coming. All right, verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. Salaki, give me 1 second. But anyway, yeah, so back to the video, man. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. So again, that chip is the RFID chip that we tell you all the time. That's what this is. Okay, Neuralink, any brain computer interfaces, man. BCI companies. Let's look them up. All right, it's not just Neuralink. Okay, you got Synchron, you got BlackRock Neurotech. Okay, a lot of you know about BlackRock. Okay, very simple. Okay, others may include Paradromics, Precision Neuroscience, Emotive. Okay, these are the brain computer interfaces. Okay, which it all started with Neuralink, right? The Neuralink BCI. Okay, this is the chip that goes in the brain, and then the RFID chip goes in the hand. Okay, we say it all the time like a broken record, but this is what we're commanded to do. All right, because the Lord is merciful. The Lord has given you Israelites ample time to repent and stop being wicked. All right, verse 17, and then no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And we tell you all the time, don't take it, man, because the punishment is death by pain. All right, which is going to be thermonuclear destruction here in America. Those of you who take this chip, you will be incinerated here in America. You will die here in America. All right, you will not be saved by Yahweh Shema Shah. You must resist this mark, and it's coming. So it's time to prepare your mind. All right, so back into this memorandum, it says, we'll start at this sentence to get context. This technology will play a pivotal role in the development and adoption of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, and implantable technologies. Right, like we just said, implantable technologies. Brain-computer interface and RFID chip. That's the MOTB, no matter where you put it. 6G will also provide faster, more resilient, and more secure communication networks that can be utilized for national security and public safety purposes, right? Just like they got this ICE people out here, they talking about how that's for security. Nah, that's the new police state that's being created right in front of you, man. All right, let's get that police state. What is a police state? A police state is a government that exercises arbitrary repressive control over social, economic, and political life, typically through the use of secret police, intense surveillance, and restricted civil liberties. Right, those draconian measures, like, oh, you try to leave the scene and they put a bullet in your head, like they did to that one white woman. You see, all right. No matter how you play that, she was trying to escape. All right. It says functioning to maintain absolute order and suppress dissent. These regimes often operate without regard for legal procedures. Historically, this includes Nazi Germany and the Soviet Union. And of course, America, all right, which is going to happen all right, and it's been happening. That's what these ICE is going to be used for. Now, of course, it's being used to target Jake because we're in a time of Jacob's trouble. Okay, but I believe through the Spirit, they want you people also to get used to having this police force out here. Okay, because it's all going to keep escalating from here, man. They're going to have to mandate this chip, and they're going to make it, whether it be robots surveilling you, AI and a shit ton more cameras and, robotics. But, hey, it's got to start somewhere, and it's going to have, we're coming into a time with a lot of draconian measures, man. So they're going to have to have these guys out here to force you people, or the majority of you people, because the elect is not going to comply. The elect of Yasharallah, right? Who's Yasharallah? The Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. There's a small number of us who are of the elect, and the elect of our people will not take this goddamn chip. All right, even if we have to die for it, Lord's will be of the elect. All right, so this is what's coming, and ultimately, the stage is set, man. We're showing you here. They've been planning it. They got their goon squads out here, okay. And as you see, they putting people to death on the street, and all people could do is protest and blow whistles. So these people are ready to roll on you, man. These people are ready to roll on you. They're gonna bring out more goons, more military. Trump's gonna call martial law very soon. All right, and this chip will be mandated for buying and selling. And this is the time we're coming into, and it could very well happen this year. Lord's will, sooner rather than later, because prophecy has to be fulfilled for the return of our Lord to also come. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect. I want to finish by giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Chakwadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone taught us this truth. Sincere shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom wa, above all.
By then, definitely the smartphone as we know it today will not anymore be the usual, kind of the most common interface. Wow. Many of these things will be built directly into our bodies.